Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm here with Suki and we are going to be doing a little movie review today for Hard Eyes. Okay, so I saw Hard Eyes yesterday with my man in theaters and it was cool. It was cool. I got some thoughts. I've never done one of these. I'm not like a movie person. I'm really not, but I am a horror fan, okay? So I have opinions. I have things to say. If you haven't met Suki yet, this is my Snakey. So if there's any points that I miss in this video, comment down below like what you think, and I probably gonna agree with you because I only wrote down a couple things. Like I'm not going down like the whole movie or anything. I was so excited for like a new masked serial killer, but it was a lot more of like a romance movie, which like is fine I guess because it's like a Valentine's Day movie or whatever. But it's just like I was so excited for like the way like his getup is honestly like perfect in my opinion for like a Valentine's Day serial killer, and I just love the whole like costume design of Hard Eyes. And so it's like, I don't know, I just feel like it was a little bit to waste because it wasn't as like, I wanted more gore and death than like love and like happy ending. We'll get to that. Like, the design of Hard Eyes is too badass to be wasted on like a love story. You know what I mean? Down to like the red Hard Eyes, like the night vision, you know what I mean? And the Cupid's arrow. I think that was probably my favorite detail. I was literally thinking, I was like, how has this never been used before? Like this concept, you know what I mean? Because like I've never really seen, at least not like a notable someone might get mad at me, like killer using like a bow and arrow. That was actually cool, like an actual like hunting arrow. That's sick, and I'm glad that they used it. I just wish that they used it a little more. So hopefully in the second movie, manifesting a sequel, we'll see. I have to touch more on the costume because I've been really fiending for, I know it's specific, but for like a new like flesh mask killer, you know what I mean, serial killer. That mask was right on my alley, bitch, with the like stitches in the flesh. Like it's cool. With all my like makeup looks, a lot of them I'll add stitches to them. I just love that aesthetically. I've just been waiting for a new like good masked serial killer, so that was really satisfying. The rest of that outfit was given like Harley Davidson. Tell me I'm wrong. I feel like horror movies in the past few years have been kind of almost like catered to the mainstream too much, like to like trying to get into like normal people to like horror movies, when if you're anything like me, it's like the charm of horror movies, like the classics, is like the creep factor and the weirdo characters. Like I felt like this movie was too much, like it really was just like a romance movie, but there happened to be like a killer on the loose, which like sucked. But then like they stopped it and I was like, that really was the like, I don't know terminology, that was like the high point of the movie, you know what I mean? That was like the main thing, was that like love overcomes all. Like with love we can fight anything, even this serial killer, which usually is supposed to be what gets your ass killed. So it's like, what even? It's like, what even is the point? Because that like happy shit is supposed to be what gets punished the most in horror movies. Am I fucking wrong? Like the happy, like, especially because they're like attractive, young, like sweet, like romantic couple, that shit's supposed to be like the most brutal death. Like I was here for, you know, like the girly moments, like in the dressing room, like that like little girly moment with their best, all the girly moments with their bestie and stuff, and then just all the like, I don't know, like when they're clearly feeling each other and all that. But girl, I was like, once it just was more than like half of the movie, and then there just happened to be some blood splattered every like 15 minutes, and it's like not even every, like happened like a few times in the movie, like a couple people got killed, which I know it's the first one, but it's like it was just overwhelmingly happy. And I don't like that. I think my biggest gripe with this movie is the like lost potential of three, like, okay, you got away with 3 whole killers behind the mask, and I feel like maybe this is subjective, but I really feel like that's a hard thing to get away with, like storyline wise. I don't know, like Pretty Little Liars did it best, and after that, what are you gonna do now? Oh, she wants my flowers. Get them, girl. I ain't stopping you. I think my biggest gripe with this movie is the wasted potential of, yeah, I said it, of this like murder king having throuple. I feel like that's a really hard thing to like get away with, and they did. And so it's like, how are you gonna pull that off and then kill all 3 of them in the first fucking movie? That's what beats my ass. I'm like, why the fuck? Because it honestly, it was cool, it made sense. I will say, maybe it was predictable and I just didn't get it, because my boyfriend doesn't really watch like horror movies or anything. He was like, it's that bitch, the like, the one, you know, the only woman involved, the like cop lady, detective lady, whatever she even was. What even was she? I don't even know what her job was, because she didn't do any of it well at all. So maybe it was obvious and I just wasn't catching on, but she does have like very much crazy bitch face after all. Like that smile, that is a big mouth. That is a big mouth. I just don't see how a second movie is going to make sense without like copycat killers, unless they completely lose the charm of like the thing they were running with in the beginning of this whole like throuple, like killing as a king. It's like, so you're just doing it with everybody then? I really can't see how a second movie is going to make sense without just copycat killers, unless you're going the route of just completely losing the charm of like the throuple killing as a king, or rather the couple, because I guess they did have that one, the first guy that got killed was like a pawn pretty much, you know, to go out in like the big crowd, because that was the one to like sacrifice almost, if that makes sense. Are you following with what you following? Like, because he's the one that's less trained, so he was most likely gonna get killed in that scenario, so it's like, might as well waste him off and keep us, the ones that are in love. And then you killed off the ones that are in love, like that, you know, like usually romance is punished in the horror movies, but with that couple being behind the mask, that was kind of cute, kind of kinky, kind of, you know. And then you killed them. It's like, I don't, unless there's just another couple that's gonna do the same thing, then I don't really see it making any fucking sense. And I wanted to make sense because I really liked the concept and I liked what was happening, like for real. So I just hope that they surprise me, like the writers surprise me with a sequel. Me personally, please do it for me. Get this video, have them do it for me. No, like, I really do want to be surprised by, you know, a second movie that like makes sense and I'm like, oh my god, I never saw that coming, that's crazy, you know. But I don't know, like you could kind of think if that last guy survived, but then they shot that motherfucker like in I was talking with my boyfriend afterwards, like it would have been so cool if that last guy survived. They could have done something with that. He would look so sick with like that wax pouring down his face. Come on, that'd be like Freddy Krueger type shit, but even scarier. His face literally melted like one side, and then it was like a lot of blood and stuff. Like that dude was scarred, and then he was still alive walking from that. That could be a scary motherfucking like monster killer dude. Like, why'd they have to actually kill him off for good? That's, come on, this ain't no Disney movie. It was way too happy of an ending. What the fuck? And then they get married. They get married. That's like the conclusion of every love story, unless the second movie is that they have kids. And that's so old. Like you could tell that they were trying to be, you know, not like every other scary movie. That's like every movie ever. The second movies where they have kids, get the fuck out. That better not happen. Then I'm actually out. I'm out. No more Hard Eyes is canceled if they have kids in the next movie. Fuck that. I was literally saying to my boyfriend how excited I was for a new mass killer. Like I really thought that Hard Eyes would be the new, like the Jason Voorhees of the 2020s. But no, a lot of aspects of the movie honestly kind of reminded me of the Scream series, and I almost wish that they just resorted back to some of those horror tropes of the 90s, like killing off the hot young couple that's like very in love. What? Like, they better get killed so badly in the next movie, because that was, they're cute and all. I'm not anti-romance, but in a horror movie, am I just a hater? Because I'm just not about that. Like, the romance is good for like the high points of the movie, but then that kind of was most of the movie. I know movies have gotten like incredibly repetitive, but I cannot be the last person that like appreciates classic horror movie tropes, no matter how predictable. Like, I'm sorry, but you could have at least got her head cut off at the ending with zero explanation, and then you're at least like anticipating knowing what happened after that for a second movie. But like, when the couple gets married, I'm saying it again, when the couple gets married, that's the end of it, unless you're gonna have kids in the next movie and then keep it on. Because what, are they just gonna get killed in the next movie as soon as the first couple? Because then that's just ridiculous and you just wasted our time, and not in a good cliffhanger way. At that fucking point, just bring in the AI, because then they can go back, like, base this new, you know, base the writing off of prior horror movies that have worked. Honestly, I'd rather that. Okay, so I have to acknowledge the crush scene. I should say this first. So it was literally just me and my boyfriend in the theater, and then this one lady a couple rows ahead of us. And I was trying to not be obnoxious, but I literally, at this scene, like when it started like going in on her, I literally, oh my god, what the fuck is this? I didn't, because I literally, before it started going, I was literally, what the fuck? I don't, like, what is that? What is, I don't know what that is. I still don't know what that is. Why was there like a little bit of water in there? Like, I've seen things get crushed. I know this, like, compressors are things. I've never seen one like horizontal like that and with water in it. I don't know what that is. And honestly, I don't want to know. Well, kind of curious, but it's just, that was a little creative. That made me, like, the first like 10 minutes of the movie were very hopeful, I will say. It was a really good start. I was like, this is a good movie. I was like, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. In the head, come on, come the fuck on. That was incredible. A movie work. It felt too thought out, but not with horror fans in mind. Get more weirdos in the studio, for real. It was way too, like, it was literally just like a normal movie. Like, oh, they're in love. People like me who watch horror movies for comfort are here for the untouchable, heartless killer. That's why, like, the Halloween movies are so popular. Michael Myers is like if you gave 50 Cent a chef knife and too much Prozac. Like, he does not give a single fucking will, kill everybody in his way, impatiently. So I do have to give my boyfriend credit for clocking that. Like, immediately, he was like, she's the killer. She killed him. She probably did the first, I think, didn't she literally say, didn't she literally say that she was the one that, like, first saw them or whatever? And, like, first tried to them? Correct me if I'm wrong. But I did, you know, it was really good at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'd say the first even like 20 minutes of the movie was good. And that's saying a lot. I'm sure there's so much more to say. There is about that movie. But that's all I have for now. That's all on my noggin. That's all I got in my little notes. So I only wrote a couple things down anyways. So let me know what you think about the movie, if you've seen it, or like if this video made you want to see it, or if you want to see more videos like this, whatever. Just comment down your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, say bye, Suki.